Hi, everyone, and welcome to English for You. I'm Erin.
And I'm Mike.
Mike, today we are going to talk about something that might happen to you when you go shopping.
Oh, what is that? I run out of money?
No, well, that's what usually happens to me.
I lose all hope and start crying because I can't find anything I want.
Right. Well, we'll find out what it is in a few minutes.
Okay.
But do you have any particular shopping habits that you follow?
I don't like shopping for anything except books.
Yeah,
that's one of my shopping habits.
We're both the same on that,
or
actually.
kitchen stuff. I've gotten into cooking, so I can go out and look for the perfect fish spatula, which I've been looking for a while, and apparently it's impossible to find here.
Interesting.
But I found a long Japanese one that's sort of okay. But yeah, no, when it comes to like a lot of the things people like shopping for, clothes especially, I hate it.
Yeah. Well, here in today's article, we're going to give you another tip that you can turn into a shopping habit, something that you might not know about. So let's get started.
Reading. Goldilocks pricing. Not too cheap, not too expensive. Imagine you want to sign up for a video streaming service and you see it offers 3 plans. There's a basic plan, a standard plan, and a premium plan. As the price goes up, the plans include more features. Which one would you choose? Chances are you're most likely to pick the middle option. This multi-level pricing system, often called Goldilocks pricing, is a popular marketing method. Its name comes from the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks tries out 3 beds. One's too soft, one's too hard, and one's just right. Similarly, businesses often set pricing at 3 levels so that most people pick the middle one. This is because customers see the cheapest option as low quality and the top option as having too many extra bells and whistles. The middle option often includes phrases like most popular or best value to make it stand out. This simple marketing method has a big effect on the products and services we buy.
All right, so our article starts out with a bit of a hypothetical situation here, something that isn't true, it's something you're imagining, but you could very well see this being true at some point in the future. So it says, imagine you want to sign up for a video streaming service and you see it offers 3 plans. All right, so what are you doing? First, let's talk about this. You're signing up for something. Now, when you do this, when you sign up for something, you put your name or your email on a list in order to get a product or a service. Now, here in the article, we're talking about a video streaming service. For example, Netflix or Hulu or something like that. So you stream those TV shows that they have on that program. Now, to sign up for that, you'd give them your personal information, your name, your phone number, your email address. Then you would pay for it with a credit card, and then you get the service. You get to stream those videos.
Sure.
But you can sign up for lots of different things like classes. You can sign up for information about sales or projects or places or events and lots of things. So anytime basically that you put your name on a list to get something back, that's you're signing up for something.
Okay, interesting. So offer here, we said it, the video streaming service offers 3 plans. When you offer something, this verb basically means you make it available for people to use. All right, that's what it is to offer. I can actually offer something like if I'm on the MRT and there's no seats and this old person, an elderly woman or man, whatever, gets on, and I might stand up and sort of hold out my hand, point to the seat, and kind of look at them like, hey, you want to sit down? I'm offering them my seat. I'm not saying sit down, but I'm saying it's there, it's free, it's available if you want to use it. Now, that person might say, oh, no, it's okay, I'm getting off at the next stop, or oh, no, it's okay, I'm not tired, or something like that. They can say no, but I'm basically saying this is available, use it if you want. In the same way, businesses, companies, shops, restaurants, they offer things for you to buy. You want it? pay us money, you can have it. If you don't want it, that's okay.
Right.
So all the food, for example, a restaurant offers will be there on the menu. So you look at the menu, you pick what you want out of all the things they offer. For example, this restaurant offers a buffet on the weekend. So if you want to come on a Saturday or Sunday, they have a buffet. If you want to order off the menu, you can do that too. And we also talked about 3 plans. Now, these plans are kind of businesses that offer services. And basically, it's sort of like we have these different things. We're offering different things with different options. Here's the cheap one, the simple one. Here's the expensive one. For example, like a gym. You might sign up at a gym for a year, or you can sign up for 3 years. If you sign for 3, it costs you a little more. If you sign up for 1 year, then if you pay a little bit more, you can use all the gyms in the country. So you can go to any gym you want. But if you want to pay a little bit less, you can only use this one. So these are different plans, different sort of packages that they have. And depending on how much you want to spend and how this works for you, you can, find the plan that fits you the best. So what are the plans?
All right. Well, like Mike said, there's different levels probably.
Yes.
So it says here there's a basic plan, a standard plan, and a premium plan.
And I assume basic is cheap and premium is most expensive.
That is right.
Okay.
So basic is the cheapest one. You'll get you'll get less things for less money.
Right.
Sort of thing. And then there's the standard one that's in the middle.
So one they kind of recommend.
Yeah.
Maybe?
And then the premium one, which obviously is more expensive, has a lot of services.
For fancy rich people.
Right. So let's find out what we mean by the adjective standard here. Now, we describe something that has usual or typical qualities or the normal qualities as standard. For example, if I go to McDonald's and ask for a standard-sized Coke, I would get a medium-sized Coke because that's the size that always comes with the meal. It's the normal meal-sized drink. Now, if I want to get a larger one, I have to ask for a larger size, which isn't usually the normal size. It's not the standard size. Here's another example. This steak is 5 times larger than a standard one. But it will be the steakhouse's treat if you can finish it in 20 minutes.
Wow. So what, your average steak is 10 ounces. This would be 50 ounces.
But if you can eat it in 20 minutes, it's free.
Isn't that like 2 pounds of beef?
It's something that would make me sick.
I'm not going to do that.
Nope.
But some people would because they don't want to pay the price for the premium steak because the adjective premium, especially when you're seeing it on a price list or a menu or something like that, it's sort of business talk for expensive, fancy. This is the gold star. This is the diamond level. This is first class. This is A1. This is, all the best things you can imagine with a high price that you probably can't afford. So yeah, we often see this put on different plans, different, things that they're offering. A premium hotel room will have the biggest room and the best view and all that, but it's going to cost you a lot more than the standard one. So if you see premium, be careful when you look at the price.
That's right. All right, so let's find out more kind of how these plans work. It says, as the price goes up, the plans include more features. So just like what we explained here, the less money you pay, the fewer features you'll get. So a feature is basically just one part of something larger that makes that larger thing special in some way. So here's an example. If I want to buy a new computer, I might ask the salesman what sort of features the computer has. Now, if the salesperson tells me it has lots of storage space and maybe special apps for doing design work, these things, the storage space and special apps, would be features. Now, if they're the features I want, then I'll buy the computer. But if not, I would look for a different one with different features. Maybe one that runs a bit faster or something, that I can do certain jobs on.
Yeah, and they often offer different features for different buyers.
Exactly.
Right?
Just like this example here, these headphones are a little more expensive because they have a Bluetooth feature.
Wireless headphones. Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you've bought headphones for your smartphone in the last few years, right? the expensive ones or the wireless Bluetooth ones, but they do cost more because of that feature. All right, so here we have this question. We were talking about a streaming service. The company was offering 3 plans with 3 prices: cheap, sort of average, standard, or premium, high-priced. So here's the question. Which one would you choose? If it's you paying the bill every month, but you do want to watch these shows on Netflix or whatever, so you have to pay for it, but which one would you choose? The cheap basic one, the sort of average standard one, or the high premium one? Good question.
Everybody's different, of course, but here in our article it says, chances are you're most likely to pick the middle option.
Ah, really? Most people would choose the standard.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and so leading into that sentence, we started with a phrase that says, chances are.
Chances are. Are you talking about the Johnny Mathis song?
No.
Oh, too bad.
All right, well, this phrase, we use it as another way of saying that it's likely that something will happen. So we do see the word likely in that sentence as well. So basically, it's you really think something is going to happen. There's a greater chance of this happening. So if you see huge rain clouds up above, you could say chances are it's going to rain soon. Or you could just say it's likely to start raining soon.
Every time you say that, I want to start singing that song. It's a classic old song. Anyway, we also have this word option. The middle option was the standard option. Yeah, when we're talking about things that are offered to you as choices, these choices are options. Remember, I mentioned that a restaurant will have all of its menu, all the food on its menu, and you can choose. Well, that food, all those different foods are different options. You want a salad? We got that. We got soup, we got meat, we got fish, we got dessert, we got drinks. And even in the drinks, we got coffee, tea, soft drinks, water, whatever. These are your options. These are the different things that you can choose from.
Right. All right. So we've said that most people are going to choose the middle option. And this sort of phenomenon has a special name.
It does? What's that?
Well, it says here in the article, this multi-level pricing system, often called Goldilocks pricing, is a popular marketing method.
Goldilocks, like the fairy tale.
Yeah.
It's Goldilocks
like
and the 3 bears.
Yes. We actually will talk about this story in a minute, but let's first talk about the adjective multi-level. Now, the prefix multi, M-U-L-T-I with the dash there, means more than one. And level here is talking about the 3 price levels you have to pay. So level is basically basic, standard, premium. And because we have 3 levels, we can call this type of system multi, as in more than one. So there is a multi-level pricing system. That means it has multiple levels in price.
Interesting. And a system is basically a planned and organized network.
Yeah.
Right? It's a bunch of things that someone thought about. They planned it out. And basically it works really well together. We might have different elements as part of it, but it works really well together. Well, I said people plan it. Well, that's in a business sense. But we can also talk about our body being a system, right? Our body has this amazing system where we breathe in air. It goes into our blood. The air goes with our blood into our organs. It all keeps us alive. The heart pumps the blood around the body. All of those things, they're different. Hearts, lungs, blood, air. But it all works very, very well together, right? So that's a natural system.
Right.
But in the business world or in the world we live in, we also have a lot of planned systems. A good example is a transportation system. I can arrive on a plane at an airport, walk to a train, take a train to a MRT station, take an MRT to somewhere else, get out of that station, get on a bus that's right there, and then be home, and it can only take me an hour or 2, right? That's a really organized thing. You don't have to walk across the city to find the bus. You don't have to wait for 3 days to catch a train. You don't have to take a horse or walk anywhere. No, it's all planned out, it's all organized, and it works together in a very efficient way. That's what a system is. For example, Taipei has a good public transportation system.
That's right.
Absolutely. And I would say has a good and cheap public transportation system.
Absolutely. Japan, also has a public transportation system.
Yeah, good.
Usually not cheap.
Not so cheap.
Really confusing.
Okay.
But,
and Vancouver, Canada has a terrible public transportation system.
Yeah.
It's all buses and it's very slow and expensive.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. Well, let's find out more about why we're calling this system Goldilocks pricing. It says its name comes from the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
I knew it. But why?
Well, it tells us in the article.
Okay, yeah, let's read on. So why is it named after this story of Goldilocks? You know that story.
Right.
She finds the empty house, the bears are gone, she eats their food, sits in their chairs, and sleeps in their beds.
Right.
Well, remember what she chose in that story. It says Goldilocks tries out 3 beds. One's too soft, that's basic. One's too hard, that's standard. And one's just right. Well, no,
one's too hard is
one's
premium.
Too hard is premium,
Yeah.
and one just right is standard. So she chooses the one that's kind of in the middle. So she has to find out which one she likes by trying them out. This phrase, to try out something, basically means you just, you see what it's like, you give it a go, you take it for a test drive. If we're talking about a car or a bicycle, that it's like when you go to the shoe store and you put the shoes on and then you walk around in them for a few minutes and you kind of look at them in a mirror and you go, yeah, I kind of like these ones, or they're not so comfortable. Maybe I'll try something else.
Right.
You're taking it for a test drive. You're trying them out. You're seeing if you like them before you have to totally choose.
All right, so let's find out why this system is in place. It says, similarly, businesses often set pricing at 3 levels so that most people pick the middle one. So they want you to pick the middle one.
Interesting.
All right. Well, let's look at this grammar pattern in that sentence, so that. The grammar pattern so that is actually quite common in English. You'll see this quite a bit. And there are 2 main ways that you can use it. The first is the one that's seen here. We use it to say that by doing one thing, you make another thing possible. So we use the pattern subject, be verb, so that subject verb. Here's an easy example. Let's leave early so that we don't get stuck in traffic. So we're going to do one thing, leave early, so that another thing doesn't happen. You don't get stuck in traffic. Or we could say, we leave early to make it possible to not get stuck in traffic. Now, we often see the words will, would, can, and could in sentences like these. Pedro put his glasses on so that he could see the board better, for example. Or here's another example. Nicholas puts his keys on a hook when he gets home so that he will always know where they are. Now, there is another way we can use that sentence, or a so that sentence. The second way is to show emphasis about a situation by saying what the result of the situation is. In that case, we use the pattern subject, be verb, so adjective or adverb, that subject verb. For example, the food in this country is so delicious that I gained 5 kilograms. Here, we're saying the result, I gained 5 kilograms, by saying why it happened. The food was so delicious. Here's another example. Derek sings so loudly that all his neighbors can hear him. So the result is that all of his neighbors hear him because he was singing so loudly.
Oh, okay. You explained that so well.
Oh, thank you.
That I now understand it.
Exactly.
There you go. All right. So why do people choose this middle option? Why do people always choose the one that's not too soft and not too hard? Well, it says this is because customers see the cheapest option, that would be basic, as low quality, and the top option, the premium, as having too many extra bells and whistles. So basically, they're looking at the price and saying, well, that one's so cheap, so it must be not very good. And that one's so expensive, so it must have all this stuff that I don't want. Those are the extra bells and whistles. So I'll pick the one in the middle one. If you see something as something, this is basically how you view it, what your opinion of it is. Now, people will see things as, see things differently than other people because we all have our own, opinions and likes and dislikes. But basically, if you see this as this, you might, consider it like that or have that opinion of it.
Right.
Even though it might not be totally accurate.
Exactly. So even though we see the cheapest option as low quality, it might actually be okay quality.
Sure.
What is quality? Quality is how good or bad something is. So to give this word more context, we often add the words low, like we did here, low quality, and high quality to. So we add those low and high to it to kind of give us more ideas of what we're talking about. And when we do that, when we add those words like low and high, it's just showing that something is either good, high quality, or bad, low quality. Here's an example. Don't buy those shoes. Most of the things this company makes are low quality. They'll fall apart. They might hurt your feet, that sort of thing.
That would be the cheapest option, probably. All right, now it's time for our pocket phrase go. We're going to be looking at this expression, bells and whistles.
Pocket phrase go! 大家好，我就是很会讨女孩子欢心的阿拉丁，想学学我怎么赢得茉莉公主的芳心吗？哎呀，那还不简单，只要有魔毯就可以啦。而且呢，不只是普通魔毯，要会飞、会杂耍，还要很贴心的魔毯才行哦。My magic carpet has all the bells and whistles。我的魔毯呢，可是各种花招都使得出来的哦。Bells and whistles， 你可以想象一下呢，你的脚踏车，前面呢有装铃铛，就是呢为了怕撞到人呢，或是撞到车提醒别人用的。有铃铛已经很足够了，大家都听得到你啦。但是呢，你还装了口哨在上面，你想到的时候就可以吹一下，这样呢是不是有点太花俏啦？所以呢，英文里面说 bells and whistles 就是呢指很浮夸的装饰，或是呢很花俏的功能，不是很基本，一定要有的，但是呢就是看起来很炫。很帅就是啦。例如呢，你没有魔毯，但是你可以买一台车哦。现在的车子呢都很豪华的哦。Manufacturers still build luxury cars with all the bells and whistles。制造商们呢依然在生产拥有各种花俏功能的豪华汽车。Bells and whistles， 浮夸的装饰，花俏的功能。
All right, so maybe not buying the low quality one, maybe not low quality, but the company makes you think that it is.
Right, and then the fancy one has all those bells and whistles. So you don't need that.
We don't need those, so we go with the middle option. And companies do something else. It says the middle option often includes phrases like most popular or best value to make it stand out. So what the company is doing, it's not just making the prices different levels, it's saying things about the levels to give you certain ideas about them. So if you see something that says most popular, then you're like, oh, well, I'll just do what most other people do, right? Or best value, oh, that makes sense. I want good value, but I don't want to pay too much.
Absolutely.
Sort of thing. So these phrases make the product or make the level stand out. Now, something that stands out is very easy to see or notice. So if you make something stand out, you make it very easy to see or notice. You might see someone with bright red hair in a crowd of people with black hair. And you'll say, oh, that person really stands out. They're the easiest person here to find.
They're very noticeable.
All right, so what happens next?
Well, it says this simple marketing method has a big effect on the products and services we buy. This simple marketing method of giving you three options, one cheap, one expensive, and one in the middle. I mean, also, if you think about small, medium, large. Right? Sizes of foods. And you might go back to a restaurant and you know what you want. But I bet you most people, if they try something for the first time, they probably get the medium.
Yeah.
Because they might not like it, but if they do like it, they want more than a small. So it's the safe one. And that's kind of how we think. So a lot of products and services are marketed marketed and priced this way. What is a product? Basically, it's a good. It's something that the companies will make and sell, all right? So stores are filled with products.
Yeah.
Everything from guitars to shoes to bottles of water to T-shirts to hats to cars to computers. These are all products. Most of them are made generally in a factory these days, and then they're put in businesses and stores and places like that, and we buy them, or we buy them online. The difference is these are not services. These are not things that people do for you. All right? These are things that you buy, actual physical objects. For example, this store sells many products imported from Japan. So Japanese products.
Right. All right. That is the end of our article today. Next time you go shopping, pay attention to which one you will buy, the small, medium, or large of whatever it is you're looking for.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to finish up today with our For You chat.
For You chat.
All right, our question today, which is more important to you when you buy things, price or quality?
That's a good question, and I would have to say it depends what I'm buying.
Yes, me too.
Right? If it's a pen, I might go for price because I just need it to write and I don't need it to be that fancy. If it was a helmet for my scooter, I would go for quality because I don't want it to crack like an egg the first time I, fall off my bike.
Yeah, you want to protect that head.
That's right.
Yeah.
If it's something that's really important and has to work well, then maybe it's good to go with quality. Shoes, that's a good example. Shoes, I'd probably go down the middle because I don't need fancy Italian leather shoes.
Right.
But also I don't want the cheap shoes that are going to fall apart in 3 months when it starts to rain and then I get wet feet.
Yeah.
So, it kind of depends what I'm using it for.
Yeah.
How about you?
Pretty much exactly the same.
Yeah?
It would depend on the product. I mean, if it's something that is only more expensive because of the fancier box it comes in, I'm just buying the cheapest
Let me throw
one.
some of the products at you.
Cereal.
Coffee. Price or quality?
Price, probably.
Price?
Yeah.
Shampoo.
Quality.
Quality, really? Interesting.
Yes. I will pay a lot more money for shampoo to have a lot fewer chemicals in it.
How about a lamp? A bedside lamp?
Design.
Design, okay. But you would pay a little bit more if
for
it was
a nicer
very
design.
pretty? Oh,
Yeah.
interesting. So things that you might have to see and look at, you might want
I want it to look a certain
But
way.
if it's something you use, just, like a kitchen sponge or whatever, price.
Yeah.
Get 5 for the price of 3.
All right, well, what about you guys? You guys can talk about this. Go over it yourselves. We have to say goodbye today. So for English for You, I'm Erin.
And I'm Mike.
We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Goldilocks pricing. Not too cheap, not too expensive. Imagine you want to sign up for a video streaming service and you see it offers 3 plans. There's a basic plan, a standard plan, and a premium plan. As the price goes up, the plans include more features. Which one would you choose? Chances are you're most likely to pick the middle option. This multi-level pricing system, often called Goldilocks pricing, is a popular marketing method. Its name comes from the story Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks tries out 3 beds. One's too soft, one's too hard, and one's just right. Similarly, businesses often set pricing at 3 levels so that most people pick the middle one. This is because customers see the cheapest option as low quality and the top option as having too many extra bells and whistles. The middle option often includes phrases like most popular or best value to make it stand out. This simple marketing method has a big effect on the products and services we buy. Vocabulary Review.
Offer. Our hotel offers free breakfasts to guests who are staying here. Standard. The standard working day in many countries lasts from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Feature. This computer includes many features which make playing games easier and more fun. System. The system of government in Taiwan includes 5 different yuans that have different purposes. Quality. When Evan goes clothes shopping, he looks for quality rather than whatever is the cheapest. Product. Many people are surprised to learn that their coats and bags are actually recycled products made from plastic bottles.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net